ways that you extend that runway is to have more profit or less loss. So the easiest thing to do here is to go through all of your monthly expenses. We do a 12-day, day-by-day cash flow analysis where we say this is all the income for each day for 12 days. These are all the expenses. And that allows us to really highlight the biggest expenses that we actually aren't benefiting from or that we don't need right now. Eliminate those expenses and you might find that you go from negative to positive. But if nothing else, every expense that you eliminate extends your runway. The third strategy that we're using right now is build your list. So the world of advertising is on sale right now. The cost of acquisition for a customer has gone down as much as 50 to 95% in most of our businesses. So we're doubling our ad spend. This is a time when your competitors have pulled back out of fear. I know that that's not something you're facing right now, right? You're overcoming that. And advertising costs therefore have gone down. So this is the time to double down and spend money to grow your list. We also want to think about what can we do right now to adapt to streamline our marketing practices. And one of the things that we're doing, I think the biggest thing that any of us can do is actually talk to your customer. You should be doing this anyway, but so many of us don't. We get busy when things are good and we don't take the time to reach out to our customers, but your customers offer a wealth of data. So reach out to your customers and ask them what they want right now and how could you adapt your products or services to meet their current needs. They'll tell you, and by being the person that's reaching out, you're developing the relationship, you're showing them that you care, you're creating reciprocity because you're giving in helping them, and that will come back to you. If it doesn't come back immediately, it will definitely come back over the long term. So there's nothing to lose and everything to gain by doing that. What you'll also learn is that you can reposition your product based on what their needs are. And in recessionary economies, traditionally, products should be repositioned as a substitute, your product as a substitute for more expensive goods. Or if you have a premium brand, then you might consider discounting so that you don't face a threat of being substituted by an inferior but less expensive product. Those are two strategies that are very popular, as well as if you have a postponable, like you sell something that people don't have to buy right now, it's a good time to try to reposition that in their minds as either an essential or a treat. An essential because they need it, obviously, but a treat, even in times that are tough, everyone's looking for some way to treat themselves to some little thing. So let's say you sell skincare cream. That's not an essential, but it is something that people might think about having a personal at-home spa day. Think about repositioning yourself to be able to be a treat or an essential and to be a substitute or to not be substituted. And now I want to share with you some latest numbers on some specific strategies that we're doing to really take advantage of our ability to market during this time. One is that we've gone to 5 days a week of lives on Facebook, which it's a Zoom that goes live on Facebook, and then we release it on our podcast, and we're putting advertising money behind that to stretch it out. And the numbers that we've got right now are a 3 times increase in email lists. We've built our list, expanded our email list by 3 times, and we're getting 5 times as many podcast downloads. We're also doing free offers. So we're doing no strings attached, no credit card required, free offers for 30 days to some of our products. And in one of the companies, we have actually been able to generate an extra 50,000 customers within under 30 days. And these are free accounts now, but several of them will convert. And the other thing that we've been able to do is increase our paid trials. So we're offering the free, but that also increased the paid trials by 20 times. We're also doing a first month free. We're buying the first month of coaching for some people that we're providing coaching for at $9.97 a month. We've had over 150 people sign up for this $1,000 a month coaching program just from the very first exposure of this. And we'll buy your first month. That's a J. Abraham there. And then last but not least, we've virtualized our 2-day live events. So we used to have live in-person events. We virtualized those, so now they're virtual and they're delivered over 3 days, so it's not as taxing. And we're doing challenges to fill those. So there's some specific strategies that are working for us. Thank you very much.
As founder and CEO of the Abraham Group, Jay Abraham has spent his entire career solving complex problems and fixing underperforming businesses. He's a longtime business partner and friend of Tony's, and he's renowned for finding significant profits where no one else can. Here's Jay with tips on what you can be doing to grow your market share, expand your opportunities, pivot your products and services, and improve business efficiencies, along with what he's personally doing in his business during this time of extreme market disruption. Here's Jay.
Hi, this is Jay Abraham. First of all, I'm telling everybody that first and foremost, whatever your business is, solidify your base and fortify your relationship with all your active, recent, and frequent, and even recent past buyers. It's very important as you go forward that they know that you appreciate them, you're there for them, and depending on what you sell, if it's something they're still buying, you want to make sure that you are proactively interacting with them so they will continue if they have the capacity. If you're selling something that they have slowed down or stopped buying, then first thing you want to know is what else have they, do they, would they, are they buying that would be something that is purchased before, during, after, or instead of what you're buying, and you need to collaborate with other providers of those related or complementary or even competitive products or services and make arrangements to partner with them on profit sharing so that you can basically keep viable to your client. And it's in alignment with my strategy of preeminence, which takes far too long right now to explain, but it's about doing what's best for the client, and in this case also what's probably best for you. Number 3 is in a time of crisis, and this is certainly profound and unprecedented crisis, most of your direct competitors are going to be weakened, and they're going to be reactive, and they're going to be oftentimes paralyzed. Very honestly, that's a great opportunity to acquire a lot of market share, not just through marketing, but through contingent acquisition. What contingent acquisition means is you go to your weaker competitors who may be on the verge of literally collapsing because they don't have the economic stabilization or well-being, but they also don't have the psychological or strategic well-being. And you make a deal with them where you take over not their business, that's got liability. You take over their assets, their buyers, their brand, their distribution, maybe even their salespeople that have relationships, and you pay for that out of a share of the profits that you produce by fulfilling on them and selling to them. If you consolidate buyers and salespeople from many of your weaker competitors, you might double, redouble, double again your business. And in many businesses, the cost of supporting or fulfilling that